You're backed by arguably one of the greatest of all time, right?
What are we rating ourselves on? What are we rating on?
Okay.
Well, we want to know, in the least amount of fights, I didn't have to have 70 fights or 150 fights, 300 fights. Did I not beat the most world champions?
Yes, you did.
Okay. And in the least amount of fights?
Yes, you did.
Who got the highest gate?
Floyd Mayweather.
Who made the most money?
You did.
Who was the most accurate fighter of all time?
You were.
So it's basically saying that...
The greatest of all time.
Okay.
All right.
Tedeschi said, "I'd stop Floyd easier than I stopped Spence." But Crawford responded, "Everyone talks, even Floyd Mayweather."
Who do you think wins in a fight, you or Prime Floyd?
Me.
No questions?
Why would you think that I would say Floyd? That's one of my favorite fighters. But yeah, no.
Floyd Mayweather's response spread across social media almost instantly. As expected, it was calm, confident, and cold. But insiders say Floyd was genuinely angry this time. Despite his composed tone and poker face, it's the first time in years someone has openly claimed they could not just beat him, but stop him. That hit a nerve. His reaction wasn't just about pride. It was about legacy and the unsettling idea that the sport he once ruled might now belong to someone else. Here's how it started. A clip from a popular boxing podcast aired 2 nights ago, shortly after Terence Crawford's big win over Canelo Alvarez. During the interview, Crawford was asked one of those tricky what-if questions. If you and Floyd were both at your peak, how would that fight go? Crawford leaned back, smiled, and gave an answer that set the internet on fire. "It would be easier for me to stop Floyd than Spence. He's great, but I'm better." That one line exploded online, with hashtags like #CripsFlow and #GoDebate trending worldwide within minutes.
So if he pound for pound, Floyd was pound for pound. You or Floyd, who would have done that? Who would have won that?
Me.
Oh shit! Okay, I'm just asking. Floyd was pound for pound before.
That would have been a hard fucking fight, though.
Man, me versus anybody. I'm gonna always say me.
Okay.
Come on now.
But it wasn't just Crawford's confidence that grabbed attention. It was how genuine he sounded. He's not reckless with his words. Looking at his record and the way he dominated Errol Spence and stopped Canelo Alvarez, it's clear he speaks with purpose. Floyd knows this too.
You could take a guy like Canelo, this guy could do, he can pick and choose who he want to fight. And I'm going to tell y'all the truth about Canelo. Easy, man. Easy. Y'all sitting up here, y'all praising this dude. This dude was nothing. I was almost 40 years old when I cooked this dude. Easy. Y'all always disrespecting our fighters.
Live, only on DAZN, June 28th. Jake Paul versus Chavez Jr. Buy now at DAZN.com/boxing.
Here's the reality. Since retiring, Floyd Mayweather's main goal has been to control the narrative. Every appearance, interview, and headline is crafted to keep attention on him. But by 2025, that grip is starting to loosen. His potential fight with Mike Tyson is mostly about entertainment, while Terence Crawford is out there making real history.
Who do you think's better out of those two? Crawford or Mayweather?
I think Crawford is better, bigger. Like he's actually he moving weight class, and I would say Crawford is a better fight all around fighter. Mayweather's really good too, though. You can knock him as well. He's very talented. It would have been a tough fight, but I think Crawford would have the edge over Mayweather because of the long arms and because he's bigger. You know what I'm saying? And he would have kept him at bay. It would have been hard for Mayweather to counter, maybe. But Mayweather's definitely a technician. I mean, like Crawford said, Mayweather has his era, and Crawford, this is his era.
He's not chasing big paydays. He's chasing greatness. And that's exactly what has Floyd so upset.
And I'm gonna get a lot of too, but honestly, there could be the way where you put Crawford over Mayweather. Because of going up, you didn't see Mayweather go up from 147 to 168. That's crazy, bro. And honestly, I thought Crawford was gonna have more of a hard time because he had a hard time with Madronov. So imagine going up to it. I mean, that's crazy. I mean, but I don't want to take nothing away from Mayweather. Mayweather is the greatest of all time. But I think that was a really big risk that Crawford took, and then he ended up winning. You know what I mean? So you have to give credit to that too. I mean, that's a big risk. That'd be like me going up and fighting Usyk right now, heavyweight.
I know that's been kind of hinted.
I'm not thinking of that right now. I'm not thinking of that right now. No, but that's kind of like how that'd be. You know what I mean? So you have to, bro. That's a lot of. He has a lot of balls to do that, and not only to go do that to show the world that he's really like that.
For years, Floyd's critics have said his career was built on perfect timing, waiting for the right opponents, picking the safest fights, and earning massive paydays while minimizing risk. And to be fair, they weren't wrong. He mastered the business side of boxing. But that came with a price. Terence Crawford, on the other hand, is doing the exact opposite. He's taking on top fighters in their prime and moving up in weight to do it. His approach highlights something Floyd rarely showed: boldness. Now, Crawford's challenge hits deeper than power. It questions Floyd's integrity in the sport.
Terence Crawford is the best fighter on the planet. Pound for pound, he's that dude. In this 4-belt era, he is now the undisputed world champion 3 times over. 140 pounds, 147, now 168 pounds, claiming all the belts. You don't see people doing that very often. Going up against a guy who was perceived as being bigger and stronger, Crawford was strong. Crawford was strong enough to fend him off, strong enough to make him respect his own power. He used his jab, he used his distance. He had poise in the ring, he wasn't rattled. He backed up and moved when necessary and kept this different. He exchanged enough to gain respect when necessary. It was a brilliant, masterful fight on Terence Crawford's part.
Now things are getting even more interesting. People close to Mayweather's marketing team say Floyd feels deeply offended, not because of what was said, but because of who said it. Remember, Floyd discovered Gervonta Davis. He trained him, guided him, and built his brand around loyalty. Crawford, however, never needed Floyd. He didn't train under him, sign with him, or follow his blueprint. He built his legacy independently, something very few fighters have ever managed to do.
I beat this guy. It's an excuse. I beat this guy. You know, he's too young or whatever. So I'm never really going to get my full respect until afterwards. Yes, you know, it's a lot of people that's changing their narrative. Like, man, y'all watching something great right now, and we not appreciating it. And it's sad to say that we waking up at the tail end of his career. You know, we really didn't realize it until now, when he's like doing extraordinary stuff, like going up 2 weight classes to fight the best fighter in that division, the #1 guy that's the face of boxing, you know. And the way that I handled that, people like, oh man, something had to be wrong. Canelo had to be washed, or Canelo just wasn't in it. I see people saying, oh, Turkey paid for Canelo to lose, you know. So I just think, you know, when you that much better than the competition, you know, people not going to give you credit until they sit down and look at it and just be like, man, that dude was good.
Floyd feels threatened because Crawford stands on his own. One marketing insider explained that Floyd sees a reflection of himself in Crawford, just without the control. Crawford is achieving what Floyd once did, but without playing the political game. And that's where the tension lies. Floyd can't stand being compared to someone who might take his place. He's always wanted to be the figure no one could truly replace.
And today I'll let you know, there's no fighter that will ever be better than me. There's no fighter that wasn't better than me before me or after me or when I'm long gone.
Crawford isn't trying to copy Floyd. He's rewriting the rules of the game.
Where does he rank now, all time? Ending this interview.
#1, and the only one that he got at top is Floyd. You know what I'm saying? Terence Crawford is this generation guy. You know what I'm saying? Accomplishing all the goals that he accomplished.
Matched up? How do they match up, Floyd and Terence?
Hey, I'm like this, man. It's going to be great because Floyd, he's about his work. He put in work. We've been watching it for decades. You know what I'm saying? Him coming out of retirement to do this fight, that's a win for the whole world boxing. Every generation, from Floyd's generation to this generation, they get to see it come. That's just like we never get to see Michael Jordan play, right? But we remember when he used to play. Come on. So,
let's look at why this topic sparks so much debate. Floyd Mayweather was once one of the most dominant fighters in history, rarely losing rounds and making even powerful punchers look ordinary with his defense. Crawford, on the other hand, brings a completely different approach. He thrives on chaos, breaking opponents down with precision and aggression. He's not trying to outpoint you, he's trying to hurt you.
In the world of comparisons that we live in right now, if you can, compare and contrast the fight between yourself and Floyd Mayweather Jr. and tonight's bout with Terence "Bud" Crawford, if you can.
No, I think Crawford is way better than Floyd Mayweather.
Fans were bracing for a battle when Crawford faced Errol Spence. Instead, they witnessed a masterclass in control. Crawford broke him down methodically, dropped him 3 times, and finished with the precision of a surgeon.
I didn't expect that the fight will be like that, but I thought it will finish 12 rounds. But Crawford he did a good job.
Is Crawford time for time number 1? Time for time number 1?
I think so. Pretty much. I don't think.
Did you feel like they need a rematch, Manny, after what you saw tonight?
I don't know. I don't know if there's a rematch.
That's why we gotta go.
It's kind of a one-sided fight.
Does this fight make Terence Crawford an all-time great in your eyes?
Well, he's still in his career, so he's prime in his career. So we'll see. We'll see the journey of his life.
Floyd never delivered a performance like that against truly top-tier opponents. While he taught Canelo a lot, Canelo wasn't yet at his prime. Crawford, on the other hand, beat a higher weight contender like Canelo decisively. That's why many modern boxing analysts are saying it openly. Some even suggest Crawford might surpass Floyd Mayweather. Legends like Roy Jones Jr. note that while Floyd was smoother skill for skill, Crawford is achieving something unprecedented in total control inside the ring.
Because when you mention great fighters, right, 90% of your great fighters are black, the ones from the past. Now, with the Eastern Bloc coming on like they are, there's going to be some great ones coming on now. Even with Lil Tony, as you see it, these guys are going to be great. They're going to start eclipsing and coming up there too. But right now, if you had to name 5 of the best fighters of all time, 4 of them are going to be black. You understand me? Who did he beat that was black in his prime, that was in their prime, that was on his level? Nobody.
Finally, this may be why Floyd feels threatened. The only fighter who could beat him in a hypothetical match doesn't need to prove it in the ring. Crawford has already earned the respect of fight fans everywhere. What do you think? Was Floyd's reaction justified, or did Crawford simply speak the truth and signal that the throne has changed hands? Share your thoughts in the comments, and don't forget to like, share, and subscribe for more honest discussions.